What's up guys, it's Chief here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have for you another cheap OP starter squad, and today's league is going to be the La Liga. So if you are enjoying the content, please subscribe. Over 85% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed and it helps me out a ton. Make sure to turn on notifications so that you can get all the up-to-date sniping filters, trading methods, and everything else we do on this channel. And please go check me out on Twitch. It's going to be linked in the description. Same as my YouTube name, just Chief49. We try to stream pretty much every day on Twitch, so please go drop us a follow. So with all that said, let's go ahead, let's jump right into this OP starter squad. So like I said, today's league is the La Liga, and I think we've put together a great team for you to try out at the beginning of FIFA 21. So starting in the goalkeeper spot, like we usually say, just someone cheap, someone tall, doesn't matter too much. So in the La Liga's one, we've gone for Robles here. I've put him in the 0 to 5k range because these non-rare keepers tend to be super cheap and not hard to pick up. This guy's just nice and tall, decent stats with 83 diving, 84 reflexes. The handling's a little low at 72, so he might not catch everything, but he's going to put in some big saves for you, and he's nice and tall, so he can pick those shots out of the top corners. And a great tall guy is what you need in goal. Moving into the defense, some players that actually do kind of matter. Moving into the left back, we're going to start off with Renan Lodi here. Really solid left back. He's got a Future Stars card in FIFA 20, so I think he's going to get a nice upgrade going into 21. I've put him in the 5 to 10k range because he's kind of a popular player, but there are quite a few options at left back, especially in defense here for the La Liga. Some good pacey players, but I've gone for Lodi because he's very well rounded. He's quick. He gets the links we need, and he just kind of fits into the squad well. So I think he's going to be a super good option as a left back in La Liga starter squads. Moving into the center backs here, the first one we have is going to be Ruben Vezo. Now, there are a lot of solid center back options, so I've put him in the 0 to 5k range. I think he might be 2,500, 3,000 coins, just because there's a lot of different options. It's going to bring down the prices of those quality starter cards. But with 75 pace, 79 defending, 75 physical, he'll be an absolute rock in defense in any team, especially at the beginning of the game. So I think he's going to be a really solid card to have in a team at center back. And there are a lot of different players you can pair him with, but we have got a special one in here. Got himself a team of the season in FIFA 20. Outstanding center back here. We have Diego Carlos from Sevilla. I've put him in the 5 to 10k range because towards the back end of FIFA 20, he's picked up a lot of hype because of that team in the season card. And he's got a fantastic gold card with 77 pace, 78 defending, 80 physical. He's an absolute monster in the back line. His team in the season is one of the best cards in FIFA 20, and he's definitely going to be a go-to center back at the beginning of FIFA 21, so I think that's going to make his price be a little bit higher, but I think he's definitely going to be worth the coins. He is a go-to player in that center back position. Finished up with the center backs now. Last player in the back line, we're moving over to the right back, and I've gone for Alex Vidal here. He's just a fantastic card overall. Again, there's a lot of options like left back. There's a lot of options at right back. Just pacey guys that can get up and down that side, run down attackers. But I've gone for Vidal here. He's got 85 pace, 72 defending, 71 physical. And like Lodi as well, he's well-rounded in that dribbling and passing, so he can do things in the attack for you as well. And I think he's going to be a really solid center back and cheap at that just because of how many options there are in that position. So I think he'll be a go-to right back in your La Liga starter squad. Moving into the midfield, where the La Liga is absolutely stacked in the midfield with starter players, and we've gone for a little bit more of an expensive midfield, but a team that's definitely affordable. So in at our first midfielder, we've gone for Daniel Vass here, a really well-rounded card. His nation's messed up there. I think he's Norwegian, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe Denmark. But I've put him in the 5 to 10k range because this guy is an outstanding midfielder, super well-rounded, can play anywhere on the field pretty much. Every stat, as you can see, is 73 or above, and overall he's just a fantastic card, very versatile. So having him in your team lets you do a lot of different things with changing formations and whatnot, because he could play CDM, center mid, or cam. Wherever you want to put him, he's able to fit in and he's able to play well. So Daniel Vass is our first midfielder. Into the next one we have here, A little bit more of an expensive one, a really solid card again, is going to be Thomas Partey. I've put him in the 10 to 15k range. I could honestly see him being even a little bit more expensive than that, but this guy's been a quality card for so many FIFAs, and he's going to be a quality card in FIFA 21. Assuming he stays at Atletico Madrid, he's had links elsewhere, especially to Arsenal. But as a defensive midfielder, this guy's going to be an absolute rock. Could place a box-to-box just as well as a CDM, but I think his go-to position would be a CDM, like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-1-2-1-2, doesn't matter. This guy's going to be an absolute monster in that holding midfield spot for you. He's been a go-to guard for years. He's got informs, team of the seasons. No matter what it is, this guy is a go-to guard in FIFA, so that's why I can see him being a little more expensive, but he's definitely worth the coins. So give this guy a look when building your starter team in FIFA 21. Into our last midfield spot here, we have Val Verde here, a guy with another guy with a Future Stars card in FIFA 20. I've put him in at 0 to 5k because there are a lot of midfield options, but depending on how big the upgrade is that he gets, he could be in that 5 to 10 or even a little higher, just because, like Vass, he's a very versatile midfielder, can do it all for you, so he could very easily be much higher than 0 to 5k, but especially if they keep him as a non-rare, he could be a little bit lower. But again, just another guy who could play CDM, center mid cam, anywhere in your midfield you'd like him to. He'd be absolutely perfect for you and fits into any starter squad easily. So Val Verde, it finishes up our midfield there. A very nice midfield in the squad. I really like this La Liga squad so far. Moving into the attack over at left wing, we have got some decent wingers in this team, especially on the left wing. We're going to start off with Teo here. I've stuck him in the 5 to 10k range because he is fantastic. 89 pace, 81 dribbling, 75 passing, or 75 shooting, 76 passing. He's an unbelievable card. I think he's 4-star as well. So overall, just an absolutely perfect winger for your La Liga squads. Could even be in that 10 to 15k range depending on what his card looks like in FIFA 21. But yeah, this guy is absolutely fantastic. I think he's going to be cheaper than what he should be as well, just because I feel like the La Liga isn't a real popular league to go for at the beginning. If this guy was in the Premier League, I could easily see him being 20k and upwards, but definitely a good card for what I think the price is going to be, and definitely give him a look when building your squad. Into the right wing, there wasn't much quality on the right wing, I'm not going to lie. The left wing is a little more stacked, and Teo's fantastic. But on the right wing, we've gone for a nice cheap option in this Nigerian here, Chukwueze, I think it's pronounced. In between 0 and 5k, he's got 87 pace, 81 dribbling, 72 shooting, which isn't bad at all, but like, the dribbling's mid-tier, the shooting's mid-tier, passing and physical aren't great, and the pace is honestly a little mid-tier for a winger. We're looking more for that 90 area, but still a solid option. I think he's going to be nice and cheap, because there's a lot of right wingers like this. Like I said, there's not a lot of quality, but there's a decent amount of guys that are just like Chukwueze here, who are in that mid-tier, that aren't up to scratch really for that incredible starter team you're looking for, like Teo on left wing. But where we make up for is the striker. We've gone for an absolute beast on strikers in the striker position. If you have been playing FIFA for a couple of years, you may be able to guess who it is. He's been an absolute beast in starter squads. He gets himself. He's had team of the seasons in the past, back in like FIFA 16, I think. He had a team of the week moments this year, and he's an absolute monster. One of the best starter strikers in the game. It's going to be Inaki Williams here. Now, I've got him in at 5 to 10k. That's if he gets downgraded a bit, because he wasn't unbelievable this season. This guy could easily be 20k depending on if he gets a similar card, because this striker card is fantastic. 94 pace, 80 dribbling, 80 shooting, 72 passing, 82 physical. This guy could easily be 25k depending on the card he does receive in FIFA 21. But yeah, one of the best strikers in the game for years, to be honest. Depending on the cards he gets, the upgrades he gets, this guy has been unbelievable. Going to be a very popular card at the start of FIFA 21, and definitely one of the best strikers in the game for the first couple months. So that was the team right there. Again, we got in the striker position, we are just unbelievable, 10 out of 10. The midfield is probably the strong point of this team. The defense isn't anything to turn your head at either. I don't know if I would say this is better than the Serie A squad, just because The wingers, right wing was really an issue. Other than that, I think this might be our best starter squad, to be honest. It's a little pricier than the other ones. The other ones we went a bit cheaper, but I think with Inaki Williams up top, it's definitely worth the coins. You can always change him out for someone different. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.